This is not a gimmick. This is not a prototype. Chevrolet just shattered the industry's biggest barrier, making electric vehicles more affordable than many gas-powered cars. No waiting for a futuristic breakthrough. This is happening now. At this price, Chevrolet is not just competing with other electric vehicles. It is challenging the entire automotive industry. Could this be the spark that forces every automaker to rethink everything? Could this be the tipping point that finally makes electric vehicles the obvious choice for millions? In this video, we will break down everything you need to know about Chevrolet's game-changing electric vehicle, how it compares to the competition, and how this is the moment that changes the industry forever. So, just how good is it? Underneath its sleek exterior, this electric vehicle is powered by a cutting-edge battery pack, offering a surprisingly competitive range. Early estimates suggest it can travel well over 200 miles on a single charge, putting it dangerously close to models that cost twice as much. Even more shocking is its fast charging capability. Plug it into a high-speed charger, and within just half an hour, it regains nearly 80% of its range. For budget-conscious buyers worried about charging downtime, this is a massive win. But what about acceleration? Many assume that a low-cost electric vehicle means sluggish performance. Not this time. When Chevrolet released their initial numbers, jaws dropped, 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 7 seconds. That is enough to match or even outperform some of the best-selling gasoline-powered compact SUVs on the market. Instant torque, a signature trait of electric vehicles, gives it an undeniable edge in city driving, making quick lane changes and highway merges effortless. Now, how does it stack up against more expensive rivals? Take the Hyundai Ioniq 5, for example. While that model boasts impressive acceleration and range, it also carries a much heftier price tag. Even Tesla's entry-level crossover, which dominates the market, is exponentially more expensive. Yet Chevrolet's offering still delivers similar real-world range and acceleration without the premium cost. A key reason behind this unexpected performance is the Ultium platform, the modular battery and motor system that General Motors has been refining for years. We will talk about how the same technology that powers their high-end electric vehicles is now being scaled down, allowing this budget model to punch well above its weight class. See, great range is one thing, but what about the experience when you are actually sitting behind the wheel? That is where things take another unexpected turn. Interior. You would expect a budget-friendly electric vehicle to feel like an economy motel on wheels, cheap, uninspired, and barely functional. But step inside and the reality is quite different. Chevrolet has managed to strike a balance between affordability and a surprisingly refined experience. The cabin layout is simple yet functional, with a driver-centric design that keeps controls within easy reach. While cost-cutting is evident in some areas, the overall execution feels intentional rather than an afterthought. The dashboard is clean and uncluttered, featuring a modern digital cluster that provides all essential information in a streamlined display. Technology is where this vehicle punches well above its weight. The centerpiece is an oversized infotainment screen that dominates the dashboard. It is fully integrated with Google, offering built-in navigation, voice commands, and access to third-party applications without the need for a smartphone connection. While some may lament the absence of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the system itself is intuitive, fast, and responsive. Wireless charging may not come standard, but Chevrolet offers it as an option, ensuring convenience for those who want a clutter-free interior. Seating is another highlight. The standard fabric seats provide decent comfort, but higher trims offer synthetic leather for a more upscale feel. The front seats offer heating as an optional upgrade, and while lumbar support might be basic, the overall ergonomics make for a comfortable ride. The rear seats offer a respectable amount of legroom, making this electric vehicle a viable option for small families or ride-sharing purposes. Chevrolet has also taken cargo space into account, incorporating a flat-loading floor to maximize utility. While it may not match the cavernous storage of larger competitors, it is practical enough for daily use. Materials throughout the cabin reflect the price point. Hard plastics are prominent, particularly on the lower dashboard and door panels, but Chevrolet has made an effort to break up the monotony with textured surfaces and contrasting trims. The steering wheel, despite lacking real leather, feels well-crafted and sturdy. More importantly, everything is well assembled, with no glaring panel gaps or flimsy components. The buttons and switches have a reassuring click, reinforcing the sense that affordability does not have to mean cheapness. It is clear that Chevrolet has approached the interior with thoughtful design choices, ensuring that even at a low price, drivers and passengers do not feel shortchanged. The inside might be impressive, but does the outside design measure up or scream budget car? Exterior. They say you can judge a book by its cover, especially when that cover costs half the price of its rivals. At first glance, this electric vehicle does not look like a bargain bin option. Instead, it presents itself as a confident, well-proportioned machine that blends modern styling with practicality. Chevrolet has managed to strike a delicate balance, creating a vehicle that looks contemporary without veering into the overly futuristic or polarizing designs that some automakers experiment with. Rather than following the typical compact hatchback formula seen in many affordable electric vehicles, Chevrolet has opted for a sleek crossover design, giving this model a more substantial presence on the road. The proportions are well balanced, avoiding the awkward, boxy appearance that plagues some budget-friendly EVs. A gently sloping roofline lends a hint of sportiness while maintaining ample headroom for rear passengers, something often sacrificed in pursuit of an aggressive, coupe-like silhouette. It is not a radical departure from traditional design, but it is far from uninspired. Lighting plays a crucial role in shaping the character of this vehicle. The front end features a slim, futuristic light bar that spans the width of the hood, integrating seamlessly with Chevrolet's illuminated bow tie emblem. This design choice gives the vehicle a high-tech look, reinforcing its modern electric identity. The signature daytime running lights ensure instant recognition in traffic, setting it apart from more generic designs. At the rear, the taillights continue this contemporary theme, featuring a dynamic lighting pattern that comes to life when unlocking the vehicle. These small touches add an extra layer of sophistication, showing that Chevrolet has put serious thought into how the vehicle presents itself, even in the dark. Wheel design is another subtle but telling detail about an automaker's priorities, and Chevrolet has made a conscious effort to appeal to both budget-conscious buyers and those looking for a little extra flair. The base model rides on modestly sized wheels, keeping replacement costs low while ensuring maximum efficiency. For those who want a sportier aesthetic, higher trims offer larger alloy options with striking multi-spoke designs. While some may appreciate the practicality of the smaller wheels, the upgraded options give the vehicle a more planted, aggressive stance, something that many buyers will find appealing. Chevrolet has also paid close attention to the finer details. The charging port door is seamlessly integrated into the fender, opening with a touch-sensitive button rather than a traditional exposed flap. It is a small but meaningful touch that enhances the vehicle's clean design language. Similarly, the door handles sit flush with the body, improving aerodynamics and giving the exterior a more streamlined, polished look. Practicality is just as important as aesthetics, and Chevrolet has not forgotten that. The tailgate sits at a convenient height, making it easier to load and unload cargo, especially important for city dwellers and families who rely on a vehicle for daily errands. While the base model sticks to manual operation, higher trims introduce an automatic tailgate with a hands-free opening function, adding an extra layer of convenience. Despite its competitive pricing, this electric vehicle does not scream budget from the outside. Instead, it exudes a sense of confidence, with carefully considered design elements that elevate it beyond its price point. It looks futuristic, but the real magic is in how Chevrolet built it. Let's talk platform. Like we said earlier, platform. Unlike traditional electric vehicle platforms that require custom battery configurations for each model, this system is completely modular. That means the same battery, motors, and core components used in high-end models can be scaled down for affordability without compromising essential performance. This modularity allows General Motors to mass-produce components at a lower cost while maintaining flexibility across different vehicle segments. The Ultium platform is not just about cost-cutting, it is also a technological leap forward. One of its biggest advantages is battery scalability. The same system that powers a high-performance electric sports utility vehicle can be adapted to a smaller, more budget-friendly model without requiring an entirely new battery pack. This reduces production costs, ensures compatibility across multiple vehicle models, and simplifies maintenance down the road. Another advantage is future-proofing. General Motors has designed the platform to allow software and battery module upgrades. Instead of replacing an entire battery pack, which is typically the most expensive component of an electric vehicle, owners might eventually be able to swap in new modules with improved chemistry. This means that as battery efficiency improves over the years, early adopters of General Motors electric vehicles could potentially upgrade their range and performance without replacing the entire car. However, General Motors' electric vehicle history is not without issues. While the Ultium platform is a major step forward, previous electric vehicle rollouts have been plagued by technical setbacks. The Chevrolet Bolt, one of the company's earlier mass-market electric vehicles, had well-documented battery recalls due to potential fire risks. Similarly, the Chevrolet Blazer electric vehicle, which shares the same platform, suffered from software glitches and production delays when first introduced. These missteps raise a critical question. Has General Motors finally perfected its Ultium platform? Or are there still hidden reliability concerns? Despite past challenges, General Motors is betting big on this platform to compete with established electric vehicle players. The ability to scale production efficiently, reduce manufacturing costs, and offer modular upgrades puts it in a strong position to dominate the entry-level electric vehicle segment. If the company can avoid previous software pitfalls and ensure a reliable ownership experience, this could be the start of a true electric vehicle revolution. But is any of that enough if the price is not right? So, what's the jaw-dropping price tag all about? It sounds almost too good to be true. In an industry where electric vehicles routinely cost more than $50,000, Chevrolet managed to bring the price down to an unprecedented level. Is its use of a highly modular and scalable platform. The company has spent years refining its Ultium battery technology, allowing it to produce power-efficient batteries at a significantly lower cost than in previous generations. By reducing the number of unique parts and streamlining production across multiple electric vehicles, Chevrolet has effectively slashed manufacturing costs without compromising too much on performance. Government incentives also play a massive role in making this price possible. In the United States, federal tax credits for electric vehicles provide a significant discount at the point of sale. Right now, buyers can take advantage of a $7,500 federal incentive, bringing the real price of Chevrolet's new electric vehicle even lower. State-level incentives can further reduce that cost depending on where the buyer lives. Some states offer additional tax rebates, bringing the total cost to figures that seemed impossible just a few years ago. The leasing versus buying debate becomes even more interesting with this vehicle. With traditional financing, even a budget-friendly electric vehicle can have high monthly payments due to interest rates and loan terms. However, Chevrolet is expected to offer aggressive lease deals, potentially dropping monthly payments to levels that rival those of gasoline-powered compact cars. This allows consumers to access electric vehicle technology without worrying about long-term ownership risks, such as battery degradation or software updates. Beyond the sticker price, there is the question of total ownership cost. While electric vehicles typically have higher upfront costs than their gasoline-powered counterparts, they often make up for it in lower operating expenses. Chevrolet's new model benefits from reduced maintenance needs, no oil changes, fewer moving parts, and longer-lasting brake pads due to regenerative braking. Additionally, with electricity rates remaining more stable than gasoline prices, charging at home is significantly cheaper than filling up at a gas station. When comparing the overall cost to a traditional compact sports utility vehicle, or even a plug-in hybrid, Chevrolet's pricing strategy makes a strong case for switching to electric. At this point, this new electric vehicle seems like an unbeatable deal. But is it really? Every car has its flaws, and Chevrolet's budget-friendly electric vehicle is no exception. While it offers affordability and efficiency, there are still trade-offs that potential buyers need to consider. Some compromises might not be immediately obvious, but they could make a huge difference in the long run. That's exactly what we are going to explore next, fighting against Tesla Model Y. For years, no one contested Tesla. No one even came close. With every new electric vehicle release, the comparisons are inevitable, but none have posed a real threat to Tesla's hold on the industry. That is, until now. Chevrolet has just introduced a model that shakes the market to its core. But can this budget-friendly electric vehicle truly rival the Tesla Model Y? The answer might surprise you. At first glance, these two vehicles appear to be playing in completely different leagues. The Tesla Model Y is known for its sleek design, high-tech features, and blistering acceleration. But all of that comes at a steep cost. A new Tesla Model Y comes with a price tag that is more than 3 times higher than Chevrolet's latest electric vehicle. That is not just a small difference. It is a financial gap so vast that it forces consumers to rethink what they actually need in an electric vehicle. Do you really need the premium badge? Or does Chevrolet's shockingly affordable offering give you everything you need at a fraction of the cost? Of course, performance is where Tesla has always thrived. The Model Y can surge from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an astonishing 4 seconds, thanks to its powerful dual-motor setup. That is performance on par with luxury sports cars. But here is the question: does that kind of acceleration truly matter for everyday driving? Chevrolet's electric vehicle may not match that level of speed, but it delivers solid, reliable performance that more than meets the demands of the average driver. For city commutes and highway cruising, Chevrolet's electric vehicle proves that raw speed is not everything. One of Tesla's biggest advantages is its proprietary charging network, which remains the most extensive and reliable in the industry. Tesla owners can count on fast charging access at thousands of dedicated locations across the country. General Motors, on the other hand, relies on third-party charging networks, which can be less reliable and more difficult to access, depending on the region. This is a key consideration for buyers who prioritize long-distance travel. However, with General Motors rapidly expanding its partnerships and charging infrastructure, this gap may not be as significant as it once was. However, there is more to consider than just price and charging. Tesla's reputation comes with advanced software, over-the-air updates, and a robust ecosystem of technology that continually improves. Chevrolet is entering this battle with a focus on affordability and accessibility, rather than cutting-edge automation. It may not have Tesla's autonomous driving capabilities yet, but at this price point, it does not need to. The key difference is in priorities. While Tesla pushes technological boundaries, Chevrolet aims to put electric vehicles in every driveway. This leads us to the final, most pressing question. Given the choice between one Tesla Model Y or 3 of Chevrolet's budget electric vehicles, which would you choose? That is the true dilemma at the heart of this showdown. If the goal is to bring electric vehicles to the masses, Chevrolet's ultra-affordable option makes a compelling case. It democratizes electric vehicle ownership in a way that no other major automaker has dared to attempt. But Tesla is not the only competitor Chevrolet is taking on. There are other contenders in this electric revolution, and some might be an even bigger threat than Tesla. The battle is just beginning. Head-to-head with the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Chevrolet is not just setting its sights on one rival. It is going after an entire segment, and that includes one of the most well-regarded electric crossovers on the market. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 has been a standout in the industry, boasting futuristic styling, cutting-edge technology, and impressive efficiency. But how does it fare against Chevrolet's latest game-changer? The results may surprise you. A comparison begins where it matters most: pricing. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 is positioned as an affordable, high-quality electric vehicle, but its starting price sits significantly above Chevrolet's budget-friendly offering. Even after factoring in government incentives, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 still demands a premium. While Chevrolet's model is redefining what it means to own an electric vehicle on a budget, the price gap alone forces an important question. Is the Hyundai Ioniq 5's added refinement worth the extra cost? Or is Chevrolet proving that practicality outweighs premium appeal? Next comes range and real-world usability. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 offers competitive range figures, with multiple battery options catering to different needs. However, Chevrolet's model delivers surprising efficiency at a fraction of the cost. Although the Hyundai Ioniq 5 benefits from a slightly larger battery in some configurations, Chevrolet's lighter frame and optimized aerodynamics allow it to maximize energy use effectively. When it comes to daily driving, the difference may not be as dramatic as one would expect. Charging speeds and infrastructure are crucial in any electric vehicle comparison. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 is known for its impressive fast charging capabilities thanks to its advanced battery architecture. It can charge from a low percentage to nearly full in a remarkably short period using the appropriate charging network. Chevrolet, on the other hand, offers solid charging speeds, but relies on third-party networks for rapid charging access. The Hyundai Ioniq 5's advantage in this category is clear, but for drivers who primarily charge at home or in urban areas, Chevrolet's more affordable approach may still be a winning formula. Interior quality is another area where the Hyundai Ioniq 5 stands out. With its open, lounge-like cabin, high-tech dashboard, and premium materials, it feels like a vehicle from the future. Chevrolet, in contrast, focuses on cost-effective simplicity, ensuring that the essentials are well executed without unnecessary frills. Those seeking a high-end experience may lean toward the Hyundai Ioniq 5, while budget-conscious buyers looking for a reliable, no-nonsense electric vehicle will appreciate Chevrolet's pragmatic design. But one area where Chevrolet is making waves is in practical design choices. While the Hyundai Ioniq 5 offers a spacious and innovative cabin, Chevrolet's electric vehicle is designed with everyday usability in mind. The seating layout is straightforward and functional. Storage solutions are optimized for convenience, and the overall interior layout is built for efficiency. This means that while the Ioniq 5 may look and feel more premium, Chevrolet's offering maximizes value in terms of everyday functionality. Another key factor in this comparison is durability and long-term costs. Hyundai has a solid reputation for reliability, and the Ioniq 5 has already demonstrated strong performance in real-world conditions. However, Chevrolet's approach of simplifying the electric drivetrain and prioritizing affordability could mean fewer expensive repairs over time. While Hyundai offers a premium warranty, Chevrolet's lower upfront cost means even with occasional maintenance expenses, it could still be the more budget-friendly choice over the long run. Both vehicles bring strong competition to the table, each catering to different priorities. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 excels in premium features, cutting-edge design, and ultra-fast charging, but Chevrolet's aggressive pricing and solid fundamentals make it impossible to ignore. This is not just about choosing between two vehicles. It is about choosing between two philosophies of electric mobility. But is that all? What about Nissan? Will Nissan's futuristic Ariya hold its own against Chevy's game-changing EV? Chevy facing off against Nissan. The first thing anyone will notice is how, while the Ariya boasts a refined design, high-end materials, and advanced technology, it also comes with a significant cost. This is where Chevy's budget-friendly approach becomes a major disruptor. For less than half the price of the Nissan Ariya, Chevy delivers an electric vehicle that is practical, efficient, and designed for mass adoption. The affordability factor alone changes the entire conversation about accessibility to electric vehicles. Technology and features are where Nissan tries to justify its higher price point. The Ariya offers a sophisticated driver assistance package, including Nissan's semi-autonomous driving system, a dual-screen dashboard, and a futuristic design that feels like it belongs in the next decade. But does this justify the added cost? Chevy's electric vehicle takes a different approach, stripping away expensive luxuries in favor of practicality. While it may lack premium touches, it retains key features that matter most to everyday drivers, such as a large infotainment display, an intuitive user interface, and smart integration for navigation and entertainment. It may not be futuristic, but it is efficient. And at a fraction of the cost, that might be all that matters. Performance is another area where the Nissan Ariya aims to stand out. With multiple drivetrain options, including all-wheel drive and higher horsepower variants, it certainly brings more power to the table. But how much power do everyday drivers actually need? Chevy's electric vehicle focuses on efficiency, delivering a solid balance of range and reliability without over-engineering the experience. While the Ariya may be quicker off the line, the real test comes down to usability. And for most people, the difference in speed is negligible compared to the difference in cost. Charging speed and real-world usability are among the most critical factors in any electric vehicle purchase. The Nissan Ariya supports fast charging, allowing it to recover significant range in a short period. Chevy, on the other hand, relies on a more modest charging infrastructure, but maintains a competitive range that makes daily driving stress-free. The question then becomes, is the faster charging speed of the Aria worth the added expense? Or is Chevy's simpler, cost-effective approach the better long-term solution for most drivers? With these comparisons in mind, the real question is not whether the Nissan Aria is a better car, it is whether it is a better value. Nissan has built a stylish, well-equipped electric vehicle that appeals to those seeking a high-end experience. Chevy, however, is rewriting the rulebook, proving that electric vehicles can be practical, efficient, and affordable all at once. And when you consider that you could buy more than one of Chevy's electric vehicles for the price of a single Nissan Aria, the choice becomes even more compelling. This might not just be a competitor. It could be the disruptor the electric vehicle market never saw coming. Now I have a question for you. Would you rather pay a premium for luxury and tech, or get more value for your money with an affordable, practical EV? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining the discussion and commenting.